Alright guys, welcome to the finale of Let's Play Duels of the Roses. We're up against the final boss of the Red Rose side. It's the same guy we fought at the end of the White Rose side, but he has a very, very different deck. The highest deck cost of any opponent in the game. Yeah, Manahuadad Favlier, I think is what we said his name is pronounced. I don't know. Didn't he say in the previous fight he would like feast on our flesh or something? Now he's just like, prepare for battle. That's kind of underwhelming compared to what he said before. He was much more malicious before. So this is actually a remix of the final boss theme from Forbidden Memories. And the center terrain of Stonehenge has become crushed terrain now, so we can't play any big boss monsters in here because they'll get destroyed. His deck leader is Skull Knight, and his primary strategy is to use obscenely abusive spells and traps. He has Mirror Force, he has Swords Revealing Light, he has Brain Control, he has Gravity Bind, which is not cool. Gravity Bind is a very nasty trap in this game. He has like 3 copies of...
He always get that in his first hand.
He might. That might be part of his AI script. I'm just about to run it over with Curse Breaker though. Watch it Spellbind Curse Breaker just for lulz. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yep. So we just Yo dog, we heard you like spellbinding. Wow, the irony of Curse Breaker of all cards being eternally spellbound. But he also has 3 copies of Raryoku, which we already explained in the other final boss, is the most abusive card in the game because there's absolutely no way that you can counter it, and it halves your life points and applies that amount to the attack points of a monster that it equips to. So it basically just ends the... It's like you can't come back against that unless you have cards that'll increase your life again, which you almost don't even want to do because you don't want to make the next version of the he'll play any more powerful. The less life points you have, the less powerful it will be. But you kind of need to run into... See, I have some weak monsters I can play in the Crush, but I don't even want to do that because I want to terraform the Crush into Meadow and just steamroll him, kind of, but... Let's do something a little crazy here. Let's see if we can trigger whatever that is, if it's a trap. Nope, it's not. We might be able to chase him out into the Meadow. He goes inside the Crush to safeguard his deck leader, but he's very smart. The best cards to use against him are password cards, which I don't have unlocked right now for balancing reasons. But if I had them, there's a card that negates the activation of traps, which obviously is just like Road Decree, but it's a monster, so it's a little bit more viable. And because you can switch it to attack mode and have its effect be disengaged if you want to activate your own traps. Same thing with Gorgon's Eye. That permanently spellbinds anything that changes to defense mode. It's a card that Pegasus used in the anime, and it wasn't turned into the TCG until much, much later. But his other main strategy is to use Crush Card, which in this game is an equip spell that equips to a monster with like less than 1,000 attack, and it gives it the same effect the Dark Plant has, where if it's destroyed by battle, it terraforms the adjacent squares into Crush terrain, which is honestly not that abusive. I mean, it's very disruptive to a duel, but it has 80 deck cost. Why would you do that when you can just play something like Dark Plant that has 12? So, I guess if you have no other option. Alright, so I may just be able to chase him with... if he doesn't move and play something right there, I might be able to run into him with Tattoo Warrior. But, let me see... If that's a monster, I can destroy it. So we'll box him in that way, I guess. But he does have a copy. His one powerful monster is Skull Knight that he does have. There it is. All right, we're gonna take it out. So that's his only real powerful monster. The rest of his monsters are small monsters that can be equipped with Crush cards, such as Karibo. And Karibo, obviously not taking any battle damage, means that you basically lose outright when you attack his monster that has... I don't know if I'll ever go into Blackness of Soldier in this. So let me just hope that I draw a monster here and just swing into him for 2,000 damage. It could be possible to counter this with a trap. Nope. Okay, we took out half his life. That's pretty good. Really, I don't care to grind...
That's a good card. Because I got Panther too.
I wonder what that could be then. I honestly have no clue what that could be, but we'll stop it if we have to.
Destruction sword.
Well, it might not be compatible with it, we'll see. But yeah, I took out half his life. I do not care to grind out this match long enough to demonstrate his cards. Oh, that's not good. Whatever that is. Whatever it is too strong to go on the crush card, or on the crush terrain, so I don't particularly care. Alright, we're gonna almost game him here. He's gonna have 500 left. He's not doing a good job at saving himself from our ironically our old deck leader here is what we're attacking him with.
Oh my. Most likely. You always do shit once you do that.
Okay, what do I have in nothing good. I need to like get rid of some of this chaff in my hand, unfortunately. Alright. Let's see what he does. He actually does have some cards that will increase his life as well. Like he has Dying Catch of the Cure Master. And I don't want him to play that because that'll basically reset everything I've done. Okay, I can potentially game him right here. Let's go ahead and give something a try here. Let's go full power! And if it fails, we'll just swing at him with Command Knight and call it a day. Yeah, okay, I cannot emphasize, we made that look a lot easier than it really is, because he's actually, things can go really wrong really fast with that duel, because he can just drop Raryoku and Crush Card, like, right away, and just totally disrupt the duel. If he plays, he'll play, like, Crush Card on, he'll play, like, Raryoku on something like Haribo or Skull Knight, and he'll take away half your life points, and there's no way that you can counter it. It's very abusive. What madness is this? I cannot lose. I am the guardian of the guards.
Sorry, dude.
Bye.
You got dead.
Bye.
Me and my mom. The guardian of my mom. Defeated.
No, my mom.
To come this far.
My mom.
It cannot be.
My mom.
Twinkle.
That's the little anime twinkle.
Team Rocket is blasting off again. I love this. I love the artist's background so much in this game. So either way, regardless of which side we pick, we get the pendant. So basically, the Rose Crusaders just disappear as to be the obscure aspect of history that nobody ever remembers. So we just kind of sweep that plot point under the rug. Who's dubbed Yu-Gi-Oh! By supporters. Sure, okay. Naught has been recorded of Apollo's contribution to the downfall of the Rose Crusaders, or whether the Rose Duelist managed to return to the proper day and age. It remains a lost chapter in the annals of history. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's a real thing, and I'll do my research on it to make sure that that is actually a real thing, but obviously it doesn't have any reference to the Rose Duelist, because this is all fiction, of course. But and that's a password. That's a password for a password card we can unlock. I have no idea what card that represents, but we'll be going over that in some bonus episodes where I demonstrate all the password cards and how abusive they are. So we're gonna save. Now that I've actually completed the game. So that's it for Duelist of the Roses. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I very, very much enjoyed having the opportunity to finally record this game after 2 years of wanting to do it. Yeah, it actually shows, like, stock images of what the cards would look like, even though some of these are very, like, poorly done and inaccurate. Like, the normal monsters look like effect monsters, but yeah, like I said, this game is a guilty pleasure. It's a personal favorite of mine. I think it's the highest quality console Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, objectively, and it's aged remarkably well. Like I say, there's still some aspects of it that hold up to this day. As a strategy game, it's okay, and it certainly has, you know, wonderful production qualities with the music, and the graphics still look okay. Even the monster animations and all of the fight animations are pretty good. The dialogue is written really well, despite how hokey and crazy the plot is. But yeah, this game is always going to be a personal favorite of mine. I really enjoy it. I spent hundreds and hundreds of hours playing this game as a kid. I know you did too.
Oh yeah.
And it'll always have a special place in my heart, I guess. So I really appreciate you guys joining me on this adventure. And this is not the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! Games for me, though, because I will be returning to do Forbidden Memories. That'll be just a little quickie, because that game isn't very short. We can get through it very fast. And I also want to do Millennium Duels on Xbox Live. So we'll be back for that eventually after taking a little break. But yeah, we'll be back for some bonus episodes. I want to show off all the password cards, and I want to do some duels with my normal file that I've put hundreds of hours into and show off some different type decks. And if you guys have any type decks that you want to see, whether it be you want to see a dark deck or a mountain deck, or you want to see like a fairy deck or
an all-female deck.
Yeah, well, actually, we'll do that. We'll do that as a bonus episode if you want to make that with my cards or however you want to do it. And we'll do the all-female deck. We'll do a we can't do an Exodia deck, unfortunately, because I don't have Exodia as my deck leader. But yeah, just let me know what you guys want to see, and we will get to that next time after a little break.